Hello, you are welcome to SEED Matters, Special Education and Disability Matters. This is a platform where we discuss everything about something and something about everything in special education and disabilities. Today, we are going to continue from where we stopped in our last video on the basics of Braille for the blind. In our last video, we discussed extensively on Braille, the origin of Braille, when it was developed, and of course, the first 10 letters of the alphabet and their corresponding Braille codes. So please, if you have not watched our last video, the basics of Braille for the blind, part 1, if you have not watched it, please go and watch it. Because in this video, the basics of Braille for the blind, part 2, we are going to continue from where we stopped in our last video. In our last video, we said that Braille is a system of writing and reading of embossed dot codes by persons with severe visual impairment or the blind on a special paper, possibly a manila paper, based on set principles. Okay, and in our last video, of course, we listed this A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J as the first 10 letters of the alphabet. And of course, this is their Braille codes. These Braille codes of A to J are the careful manipulation of the Braille cell. The Braille cell is made up of 6 dots, dot 1, dot 2, dot 3, dot 4, dot 5, dot 6. Careful manipulation of this Braille cell is what gives us this, A to J. And this is not just done haphazardly. This is done based on set principles. For example, this is A. A is dot 1. B is dot 1, 2. C is dot 1, 4. D is dot 1, 4, and 5. E is dot 1 and 5. F is dot 1, 2, and 4. G is dot 1, 2, 4, and 5. H is dot 1, 2, and 5. I is dot 2 and 4. J is dot 2, 4, and 5. So we have A is dot 1, B is dot 1 and 2, C is dot 1 and 4, D is dot 1, 4, and 5. E is dot 1 and 5. F is dot 1, 2, and 4. G is dot 1, 2, 4, and 5. H is dot 1, 2, and 5. I is dot 2 and 4. J is dot 2, 4, and 5. If you look at these presentations here, this represents the first 10 letters of the alphabet in Braille format. And what we have done here is just a manipulation of this. This Braille cell is what we manipulated to get what we have there. So we have A dot 1, B dot 1 and 2, C dot 1 and 4, D dot 1, 4, and 5. E, we have dot 1 and 5. For F, we have dot 1, 2, and 4. For G, we have dot 1, 2, 4, 5. For H, we have dot 1, 2, 5. For I, we have dot 2, 4. And for J, we have dot 2, 4, and 5. In all this, you would notice that we have not used dot 3 and dot 6. We have not used dot 3 and dot 6. So how do we continue from here? What we're going to do now is to list the second 10 letters of the English alphabet. List them to be directly under the first 10 letters. You would notice that we didn't use dot 3. Dot 3, this is the position of dot 3. We didn't use it at all. We didn't use dot 3 in the first 10 letters. We didn't use dot 3. So what we need to do is this. Since we have arranged the second 10 letters under the first 10 letters in order, all we need to do is add dot 3 to the first set of 10 to get the second set of 10. For example, here we have A. A is dot 1. So to make A to become K, you just add dot 3. Then for B, B is dot 1, 2. To make B to become L, all you need to do is just add dot 3. Then for C, M is under C. Can you see that? So to get the Braille code for M, add dot 3 to C. So we have dot 1 for C. Then when we add dot 3, we'll make it M. For D, D is dot 1, 4, 5. 1, 4, 5. So to make it N, we add dot 3. For O, we just add dot 3 to E. And for P, we add dot 3 to F. For Q, we add dot 3 to G. For R, we add dot 3 to H. For S, we add dot 3 to I. For T, we add dot 3 to J. So basically, we've been able to get the second 10 letters of the English alphabet and their Braille equivalent. So here we have A.1, B.12, C.14, D.145, E.15, F.124, G.1245, H.125, I.24, J.245. And look at those numbers here. Look at the numbers. And for K, we have dot 1, 3. For L, we have dot 1, 2, and 3. For M, we have dot 1, 3, and 4. For N, we have dot 1, 3, 4, 5. For O, we have dot 1, 3, and 5. For P, we have dot 1, 2, 3, and 4. For Q, we have dot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For R, we have dot 1, 2, 3, 5. For S, we have dot 1. For S, we have dot 2, 3, and 4. And for T, we have dot 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the Braille codes, the Braille equivalent of the first 20 letters of the English alphabet. Look at it. And all we have done here is to manipulate this Braille cell, which has 6 dots, dot 1, dot 2, dot 3, dot 4, dot 5, dot 6. In the first 10 letters of the English alphabet, we only used dot 1, 2, 4, 5. We didn't use dot 3, we didn't use dot 6. Now, for the second 10 letters of the English alphabet, then we use dot 3, but we have not used dot 6. We have not touched dot 6. We have been manipulating dot 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to get the first 20 letters of the English alphabet, their Braille equivalent. So now the last stage is to get the 6 remaining letters of the English alphabet. Remember that the English alphabet has 26 letters. And of course, for us to teach persons with severe visual impairment how to use Braille in reading and writing, they are tactile readers, tactile learners. So all they need to do is to just touch the embossed raised dot. They will touch it. By the time they touch it, okay, they will feel it. Okay, this is A. Okay, this is A. Because it is A, the next one is C. Okay, the next one is, okay. Easily they can read with their hands. So to go to the last part, which is the last 6 letters of the English alphabet. So now we have the other letters of the English alphabet. But if you look at it very well, we have U, V, X, Y, Z. Is that correct? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, X, Y, Z. Oh, no. Something is lacking, right? Okay. What is lacking? W. W is not there. Now, this is the reason. Braille is of French origin. And there is no W in French alphabet. As a result, there is no W in this arrangement. However, we are still going to get our W because when we are writing or teaching kids with severe visual impairment, the Braille codes, they are going to read and write in English, right? And W will be there. They are not reading and writing in French. So for W to be there, we have a W. But conventionally, historically, the Braille code was developed in a culture that does not have W. That is why this arrangement will help us to understand it better than putting W. That is why I have decided to isolate this W so that you will get the principle, the logic, and the arrangement. Remember, we got the first 10 letters. And to get the second 10 letters, we only added dot 3. Now, to get the last 5, or even the last 6, we are going to add dot 6. We are going to add dot 6. How do I mean? To get U, add dot 6 to K. So you have, this is U, dot 1, dot 3, there's nothing here, dot 4, there's nothing here, dot 5. So for dot 6, you add it. So you have dot 1, 3, and 6 as your U. To get V, is going to be dot 1, dot 2, dot 3. Then you add dot 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 6 for V. For X, we have X is directly under M based on this arrangement. You remember we have isolated W. So based on this arrangement, X is directly under M. So we have dot 1, dot 3, and dot 6. Dot 1, dot 3, dot 4, and 6. Because M is dot 1, dot 3, dot 4. So we have added dot 6 to make it X, right? So look at this other one. We have the N. And to make the N Y, we'll have dot 1, dot 3, dot 4, dot 5, dot 6. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is dot 1, 3, 4, and 6. So for Z, we have dot 1, 3, 5, and 6. Because Z is under O. And that will be all. except for the isolated W. There are two ways you can get W. Reverse of R or add dot 6 to J. If you add dot 6 to J, this is J. This is J. J is dot 245. So if you add dot 6 to it, you have dot 2456. And if you look at this very well, it is the same as the reverse of R. Look at R. R is dot 1235. When you change it this way, it becomes your W, which is dot 2456. This is easy. The hardest part is the first 10. And once you have conquered the first 10, the rest of them are easy. Like I said, Braille is a system. It is not a language. It is a system of reading and writing by persons who have severe visual impairment using embossed or raised dots. So if you look at these codes very well, some of them look identical. So I'm going to try to isolate them to make it easier for you to understand. For example, I and E. I and E, they look alike. So we have for I is 2 and 4, but E is 1 and 5. So basically, E slants this way, while I slants this way. Look at it. E slants to the right, but I slants to the left. So this is it, basically. This goes this way, and this goes this way. That is for E and I. We have other ones that look alike, like the D and F. D and F. D is facing this way. F is facing this way. So ordinarily, you know that this is 1.1.4 and dot 5. For this, you know that this is dot 1, dot 2, and dot 4. So dot 1, dot 4, dot 5 for D. And for F, is going to be dot 1, dot 2, and dot 4. Look at it. Dot 1, dot 2, dot 4. And this is dot 1, dot 4, dot 5. Can you see that? Very easy. If you can isolate them this way, it will be easier for you to understand. Another one that looks like it is H and J. The same way, it's like this. This is like this. So this is dot 4, dot 5, dot 2, dot 2, dot 4, dot 5. Whereas J is dot 1, dot 2, dot 5. Look at it. Dot 1, dot 2, dot 5, dot 2, dot 4, dot 5. So they are more like facing each other, like the opposites of each other. These few ones that I have isolated will help you to understand these codes easily. We have the part 1. You can watch it so that you'll be able to link this to the part 1. And of course, this is the basic Braille for the blind. This is a platform where we discuss everything about something and something about everything in special education and disabilities. This is Seed Matter. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and share this video so that people can learn and have enough information about special education and disabilities. You can also click the notification button so that other videos in special education and disability will get to you. This is not exhaustive about basic Braille. We're still going to continue in part 3. Basically, we have discussed part 1 and part 2, and we have been able to go this far. Please like and smash the notification button to get more of our videos. My name is Abi Kalobo on Seed Matters.